We all love our kids and we all love our partners, most of the time. What we need to talk about today is how to continue to love our kids, our partners, our flatmates, if in the instance we have to go into 24-hour home isolation for possibly a couple of weeks. Now, if we're being honest with each other, there's a lot of people who will hear that and think, oh my God, what a nightmare. It will induce quite a high degree of anxiety. But it doesn't have to if we have a plan and we start talking about it now. So today what I thought we could discuss is what you need to know about yourself and your own sanity and how to integrate that into your routine. How to then communicate that with your partner, with your families, with the people that you're living with, and setting up a bit of a routine, setting up the home so that if someone is feeling overwhelmed, if someone is feeling a bit upset or anxious, they've got their little safe place to go in the house to calm themselves down, to do what they need to do so that they can come back out again and then be part of whatever's going on in the home. So first of all, let's talk about what we need as individuals to keep our sanity. For some people it might be waking up in the morning and having a quiet cup of coffee. For other people it's reading the news, reading a book. There's various different things that we do on a daily basis to keep our mental health, to keep our sanity in line. And it's really important that you acknowledge that and find a way at home to integrate that into your daily routines, because let's be honest, there is so much change and adjustment that we're all going to have to sort of negotiate over the next few days and weeks. For some people that's trying to find a way of working at home with lots of people around, demands, changing expectations. There's a lot to try and adjust to. But if you know what you need to try and kind of get through that, then at least you can also prioritize it. What's going to be really important once you acknowledge that is to then communicate that to the people that you're living with. Having a way, a sign, a signal, a word, so that if you're starting to get overwhelmed, you're starting to become a bit irritable, that you can communicate that and you can have a strategy where you can remove yourself from the situation, go into the safe place that's been designated in the home, and just take a few moments to yourself. Now, I understand if you're a parent, particularly if you're a solo parent and you've got kids or young kids, that can be quite hard to manage. And what you might have to do then is to think really carefully about how you're going to use your time when the kids are at sleep. Maybe that's the time in the evening where you really focus on doing the things that you need for your own sanity. What can be really tempting at the moment is to waste a lot of time sitting on social media, scrolling through endless accounts of all different worldly issues. And that might not be what you need to nourish yourself as you're kind of dealing with kids, and huge amounts of pressure at home. So really think about not only how you're going to manage during the day, but also if you do get downtime and you are a parent, how you're going to use the evening. Are you going to really calm your nervous system down by having a nice hot shower or bath, putting on or, having some different smells, things that are quite relaxing and soothing for you? There'll be a whole range of things that you know within yourself that you need just to sort of calm yourself down. The other thing is to be really aware of your own bodies. That's how we're going to have indications as to when we're starting to get a little bit out of balance. For some people it'll be tension, headaches. Other people it'll be gut problems, being a bit more snappy and irritable. What we have to recognize and acknowledge is that it might not be anything that our partners or kids are doing. We are just overwhelmed with life. But guess what? Because they're there, because they're at home, you're going to probably take it out on them. So being really mindful and aware of that, communicating that as best you can, apologizing if you need to, and saying, look, sorry, I took that out on you. I'm feeling stressed about this. I'm now just needing 5 minutes to myself just to unwind and calm myself down a wee bit. So these are things that, I would really encourage you to discuss with your partners and your families now. Think about what you need. Think about the strategies you need to realign yourself, to readjust, to recalibrate, so that you can move on and so that we can get through this 24/7 home isolation without having major ruptures in our relationships. Have a think about that. I will continue to post things as I think of different things to talk about. If you would like other things discussed, please feel free to write that in the comments, or you can message Ascending Psychology directly, and we'll just keep looking out for each other, sharing things as needed, and generally working on getting through this together. Be kind to yourselves, have a wonderful rest of your Sunday evening, and we'll be in touch soon.